Good afternoon, welcome aboard Riverbridge Airlines. This is Captain Torkington speaking. The weather in Riverbridge today is 22 degrees. We'll be at our destination in approximately 15 minutes. Today I'm going to show you how to make a toy aeroplane. Please ensure your seat belts are fastened and your seats are in the upright position. Cabin staff, ready for takeoff. We're going to need to start with a cereal box. You're going to open the cereal box up so that it's flat and you've got it laying out like this. Okay, so put the cereal box out flat. Okay, you turn it upside down and we're going to draw with a pen or a pencil around the front, where the front of the aeroplane is, around the two wings and across. And the reason I've put it across these two hinges here is because on a real aeroplane the ends of the wings move. So I'm going to cut that out and I'll have the bottom shape of my aeroplane. You might want to get someone to help you do this. You might want to have a go yourself. Bit fiddly, going around the corners. Around the end of the wing. Careful not to chop any of it off, and then a straight line. And don't worry if you can see any of the pen, because you're going to colour over that or paint over that later. There we go. So we've got the shape of our aeroplane. Now we're going to make it all together before we paint it. We're going to stick everything together and then we're going to decorate it afterwards. So we're going to need a cardboard tube, a long cardboard tube, the kind that a kitchen roll comes on. And we're going to stick it on to the base here. Now before you stick it, we're going to cut two holes for your passengers to sit in. So you're going to need to probably draw around something circular. You could get someone who can do good at drawing circles, or just a little bit bigger than a milk bottle top. Again, you're going to need to be careful with this. You're definitely going to need an adult to help you with this. You're going to have to go poke a hole in first. So don't have a go at this yourself. Get an adult to do it. Okay. Don't worry if you make it a bit rough, you can always cut little bits off afterwards. Just get your hole where your passengers are going to sit and your pilot's going to sit. Make sure you keep your fingers away, grown-ups. Don't any holes in fingers. Around we go. See, it is a bit fiddly. It's not going to be a perfect circle. But again, don't worry, because you can go around with a pair of scissors and just cut off all the extra bits. There we are. So we've got two holes. Move those bits out of the way. So we've got the main part of our aeroplane. We've got the place where the pilot's going to sit at the front, and we've got a space for the passenger at the back. And we're just going to glue that together on here. You could use a glue stick, or you could use some runny glue. I've got some runny glue here. It takes a little bit longer to dry, but it might last a bit longer. If you've got a glue stick, you might want to spread it out a little bit. It's good if it's nice and warm in the house, and it'll dry a little bit quicker. There. And that will stay on there. And to be careful because it won't dry straight away. Alright. Right, we're ready for the next bit. So whilst that's drying, we'll put that to one side. We're going to make the little seats. Now, the seats, let me show you the one that I finished. The seat is just made of a milk top lid and a piece of paper and some sellotape to hold it on, because no one's going to see underneath. So the seats I'm going to make for my aeroplane today are green. Okay, and I'm going to do my little trick that I've done before. I want two seats the same, so I'm going to draw my seat on here with my black pen, and I'm just going to draw a big archway shape and a straight line at the bottom. And because I want two the same, I'm going to fold the paper in half, and when I cut one out, I'll have two of them. You'll be able to do this bit yourself with some paper scissors. It's nice and easy. And you have a little, almost like a little door shape. There we go. Right, I've got two of those. Now we're just going to curve them round the chair at the bottom, and we're going to hold it together with a piece of sellotape. So you might want to get someone to hold it while you stick it on, or the other way around. A little bit of sellotape, wrap it right round and push it down. Now I'm not going to use glue because glue never sticks to things that are plastic. It's best to use some sellotape. And there you've got one little chair to go into your aeroplane for when it's dry. It's still drying, but I'll just pop it in there so you can see where it goes. I'm going to pop in that little hole there. Might have to push it in just a little bit. Not too hard because you don't want your sellotape to snap off. There we go. There's one little seat. And then I'll make the other one. And the other thing is to make sure that if you've washed your milk bottle lids, make sure that they're dry, otherwise the sellotape will just come off straight away. That happened to me. You just need to give it a little dry off. There we go, squeeze it round and you've got your second seat. There we go. It's going to need a little bit longer to dry, that top of that aeroplane. Now I'm going to bring in the aeroplane. Oh no, there's just one more thing I need to do. I've forgotten to do the tail at the back. So I'm going to need my leftover piece of cardboard box that I've already cut this out of. I'm going to use a little bit of that. Chop that off there because I only need a small bit. Chop that, put that away. And I'm going to put this underneath my aeroplane so I can see what shape I need. I'm going to get my black pen again. And I'm going to use that as a line to draw the back. And then I'm going to see what shape I'd like. So I'm going to stick a little triangle out that side. A little triangle out that side, a bit of a curved edge, and when I take it away, a bit missing, I'm just going to join that together, and then I can cut that out and stick that underneath too. Oh, that definitely needs a little bit more drying. It's not very warm in here. If that gets steady. Well, maybe what I'll do is I'll put my stick behind it to hold it still, so it doesn't wobble because it's circular. There we are. Might be a bit better. I'll cut this out carefully. This isn't so big, so you might be able to do this yourself. Make sure you keep your fingers out the way. There we go. And then we're ready for some runny glue for that one too. Let's pop a little bit of runny glue onto there. Just a little tiny bit. There we go. Rub it around my glue stick. There we are. And pop it under the back, lift it up carefully. There we go, and that's ready to dry. Now I'm going to show you my finished one, because then I can turn it upside down and show the other bits. So I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see what I've done next. So I'll leave that to dry over there. There we go. Now this is my finished one. Now this is when it's all finished. I took the chairs out and I painted it all, and you can see where the wings bend at the ends here, where we chose the bend in the cardboard. Now I'm just going to turn it over because mine's dry. You'll be able to turn it over. You'll see that mine is made out of an Easter egg box. Now you'll notice there's two pieces underneath here. Now these parts, these are the engines. Okay. Now these are just two smaller bits of tube, and I stuck them on and then painted them afterwards. And then I'm going to show you how to make the engine inside. So they're the same. We just need two small bits of tube. Okay, just cut from a bigger tube. Try and get them the same. I think that's not quite the same, so I'm going to cut that one down and make it a little bit smaller. Else it won't look even. Keep my thumb out of the way. There, a little bit better. There, a little bit better. So then I would stick them underneath the wings of my aeroplane. And I'm going to show you how you can make the engines inside, because it's a bit tricky to get things to stay in there. But I worked it out. I need some white card. Let me just get my white card. There we go. There it is. There we are. Cut a little bit off. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to use this as a template to draw around so I know how big it is. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to draw, and I'm going to be really careful to do this shape because I want it to look exactly the right size. There we go. I've got the same shape. Alright, now I'm going to use that trick again. I'm going to fold it in half behind it. So when I cut out one, I've got two. This time I am going to try hard to cut that little black line off so you can't see it. That will show. There we go. There we go. We've got 2 of those. There we are. Now in the middle, I'm going to draw a circle. Let's move that one out of the way. And then I'm going to draw some slightly curved lines to make it look like the engine. They're almost a bit like eyelashes going around the outside. There we are. Try not to draw on the table while you're doing it either. There we go. Now hopefully that should fit just nicely inside my jet engine. And it doesn't need any glue because it just sits tight in there. There we go, look. That's not going to fall out. And you do the same with the other one. There we go. So generally give you 2 engines. Let's get my other blue aeroplane back again. Okay. So you've seen how to make the engines on the bottom. They're just stuck underneath the wings. We've shown you how to make the tail at the back and the chairs. Now you can decorate however you like. I had some blue acrylic paint in the house that I used. Just brushed it all on and waited for it to dry. And then once it was dry, I stuck some ribbon on. I had some nice stripy ribbon that I just glued over and bent around the bottom. You might have some sticky tape that you could just stick on the top, or you might want to draw something on. I made some little clouds, and I put another one on the back of the tail there, but you can decorate however you want. You could put your name on the back, you could put a number on the back. And then the best bit of all is you can get your toys from home and you can seat them in the front and they can go off on their adventure. And there we are.